Would you man tell your husband to sleep downstairs?
Would it put you off if someone has never had a relationship before?
Success just said, do you then think like, as women of God, do you feel like your man has to be more spiritually mature than you then?
Yeah.
Someone said that I've been speaking to this guy for 4 months and he still hasn't asked me to be his Valentine. When is the latest time I should wait for him to ask? And if he doesn't, does that mean he doesn't like...
Yo people, it's your boy Sam Sinko.
Yo, Akin, when I know.
Yo, this is Capo. You're now locked in. This is Still Changing Podcast.
But yeah, how Maya was talking about sometimes like we like settle.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, let me know what you man think, but I think it's genuinely true. Like I feel like she's
in what way though?
The thing is,
Like settle on something within someone else.
Is that settled or is that compromised though?
Yeah, I think there's a difference between settling and compromising on certain things.
Yeah.
But I just feel like to a certain degree, I just feel like everyone settles.
But to something.
But I was gonna say because there's like a what am I trying to say? I don't want to say discourse. I think that's a bit too formal, but that's like a general thing that like I've heard that said before that like in a relationship someone's always settling. Do you know what I mean?
But what's the alternative? Because no one's perfect. So
Right?
no matter
Precisely.
what, you're going to settle for something.
But then I don't think it's about someone being perfect. I feel like
You have your non-negotiable.
I just think there's someone that's always better suited. Obviously, we can't ever know that. That's why you would just...
There could be someone that's better suited, but that someone will still have something that someone else won't have.
Absolutely.
And then you're going to be like, oh, but someone else won't have this. Let me go to... Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd always be single.
You're never going to be 100% happy because someone's always going to lack somewhere.
Yeah.
So you just have to decide what you're okay with lacking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a difference between compromise and settle.
That's what I'm saying.
And like when I think of compromise, it's more like the things that aren't the non-negotiables. Yeah. Like it's different me saying, okay, cool, like, I like tall guys, I want a tall guy, and then I get with someone that isn't so tall. Yeah. That doesn't matter though. But like settling for me is like, I want someone that treats me with respect, and then I'm with someone that doesn't treat me with respect. That's how so I think with compromise, it's like it might be, you desired one thing, but maybe that person doesn't have it, but it's not that important. But with settling, it's like, no, you drop the bar.
I get what you mean, but
that's how I see it.
How for some reason men and communication they just can fall short quite a bit. And it's like, if I'm in a relationship with you and I have to ask you to speak to me, eventually that wasn't... I compromised. I allowed it to be a thing where like,
we can work on it.
But then it's like, if I have to keep reminding you, does that turn into something else? I don't know.
So something can begin as a compromise, but end as a settlement.
But that's why you have to respect yourself enough as an individual to be like, I don't deserve this.
Yeah.
Or if we can't work on it as a two.
So do you man think then that it's okay to like incorporate like tests within the relationships?
What do you mean tests?
Because for you to like, how else are you gonna figure out that something isn't going correctly, or that you don't like something with someone? Like, is it just a general thing, or is it like you're testing it? Like, okay, cool. Like, so for example, now let's say, like, this is a poor example, but anyways, like example in it. So let's say like for guys, it might be they want to see that their girl isn't with them just because of what they have in it. So like, for example, they might see on the date when they pay, is she gonna like do the fake reach, like, okay, cool, like, okay, cool, so I can see something like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Do you
so
want
like,
that before you ask me to be your girlfriend? That's a bit crazy.
So
that would happen.
Yeah. So I'm saying like, all of these like, but to an extent, I don't think you should like test anything.
I don't think.
I think it's, but I think I do hear some people's points towards it. So
when you say
like
test,
when you've been hurt a lot,
I think
not
but like I think what you said, Nneka, in that once you're in a relationship, I don't think so. Like, because it's like you've made a choice, you know the person. But I think when you're dating, not test, but like, for example,
I think it's just observing.
Observing, that's it. But like one thing that I think sometimes can be helpful, what I've done in the past, is like just correct them on something small, just so you can observe how they respond. Because if someone can't take correction for me, it's not going to work. Because when you get into a relationship...
What are you saying, Akin?
What? Can't lie, man's a bit lost though.
What, you don't know?
Huh?
You don't know?
Remind me of the question, please.
So I was saying, is it okay like for you to like test the person that you're seeing. Let me say seeing instead of like not necessarily like this is your girl.
I don't know if like you should purposely like
Yeah.
place a situation. I think that if it just happened, you can make a mental note. You know what I'm saying? But if you start I'm gonna do this today, then tomorrow, then you just start going crazy.
Because actually, remember that thing we used to watch in T4?
Oh, UD, no.
Yeah, it's like UDY or something.
UDY, yeah.
But essentially, so that would be like a gold digger test or like a loyalty test, innit? So for example, like whatever, like let's say a guy or girl come and be like, like they're suspicious of their partner, and then they'll basically set up a test where like let's say this girl is moving a bit suspicious, or the guy's moving a bit suspicious. They'll now like get somebody, they'll go into detail figuring out what they like, whatever, pair them with someone that they think they'll kind of like. The person will probably have like bare money or something like that, and be like, oh yeah, cool, like we'll invite you out to like I don't know, their huge mansion or whatever, and then they'll see if they kind of slip up. You get what I'm trying to say? But bare people, some people like, to be fair, I don't think I've seen that many successful ones.
No, I've seen the
But
face.
oh yeah, but do they stay with them after?
What do you mean successful? As in like they didn't cheat or they
Yeah,
cheated?
they didn't.
Wait, what? As in they didn't cheat?
Yeah, they didn't cheat.
You haven't seen many of them?
No, I feel like most of the ones I see, like they'll just end up.
Oh yeah. I think yeah. More time they do still.
But same way, I still feel like both things are still wrong in it, because you shouldn't really. If you're going that far, you should probably just lock it off.
That's the thing. I feel like once you get to the point where you have to test to see how someone,
it's like it's not gonna work.
like, check a phone, or you have to like set up a situation. You already know what you're looking for, and you already have your answer. So you might as well just leave. Like
facts.
Because trust is just everything. Like I just don't believe that in a relationship love is enough. And I've been arguing this for years. Like love is not enough. You can love the person so much, doesn't mean that they're necessarily serving you. So like
that's key. That's key.
What do you mean serving you?
Serving you in terms of like best for you.
Oh.
Just because I love you doesn't mean that you're right for me.
It
doesn't mean anything. Like love is a feeling. Like I have so much love for you. I love you. And you've been with the person for a long time, so of course you love them. It doesn't mean that they're serving you, and you should always be with someone that serves you. Once you get to the point where you're like, oh, success, go to this place and see how he acts with these girls. It's done.
I feel like Nneka, she kind of touched on something key. You know the whole like serving thing. That's where like I just I've come to the like realization that the only way that love works is especially love that's kind of built with God as the foundation is when you're sacrificial. When you put your partner before yourself, that's where you truly know like you're literally like loving them. Especially as guys, that's what we're actually called to do. When we say like when it says to love our wives as Christ loved the church, literally laying your life down, like you're literally sacrificing yourself for your partner, innit? So that is cool. Like I remember seeing a TikTok about something. It was actually the wife that did it. So it's just small things. So he needed to get up at 4 a.m. in the morning to go work. Yeah. And she got up as well, and she was like, alright, now chill. I'll get up, I'll make breakfast so that you can lay in a bit more in there. So she made the breakfast and he got ready, and then he was thinking she was gonna go back to sleep. She was like, no, I want to have breakfast with you. So then they had breakfast together, and then she even left him a little note in the car. And I remember the TikTok, like he said, guys, never settle, innit? Like he said, never settle. But it's the fact that that's what we really call service, because like it's really about like and being selfless and sacrificial, because you're sacrificing your time, you're sacrificing something. So for example, me, sleep here.
I need that.
I need that. I'm saying
non-negotiable.
4 a.m. I'm going to sleep.
So you good, yeah?
Good on her. I'm not even waking up to take that.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like me and sleep. Like listen, cold D's. You know what I'm saying? They want
it's my boy.
Killy. But yeah, like so me, like for example, so me doing something like that. Like,
that must mean you love her.
Do you get what I'm saying? Proper. So it's really a thing of like that's when like the whole like kind of like serving and being selfless, like it's actually so true. It goes way beyond like a feeling is temporary, like it's actually emotional. Like that's why I understand why so many people's love language is acts of service. Because it really shows, listen, I'm willing to go this far so that I know that you're in this much of a better position.
Do you know what? Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
Do you know why else love is not enough? Because of how fleeting the feeling of love is. Like, when you're in a relationship, you have your moment where you feel like head over heels for the person. Then you'll argue and you'll forget that feeling. All you feel is that anger towards them.
Yeah.
Then you'll make up and it's just like, okay, we've made up. I'm still a little bit like unsure, but I know that I want to be with you. So like, where was the head over heels love? It's not here anymore.
But that's what I'm saying though, like, because to your point, yeah, it shouldn't be, or to kind of like to bring both your points together, like it shouldn't really be. It shouldn't be a feeling. It should be a decision.
Action,
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, it should be more like. So, for example, when you got to that feeling of, okay, cool, we've made up, but I'm still a bit angry, but I'm gonna choose to still. Okay, cool. So, for example, let's say like in Sam's scenario that he brought up here, let's say that that's something they did every day. If because they had an argument, she didn't do it, you wouldn't. Maybe you feel like, okay, cool, she's angry, but I feel like it would be love for her to continue to do it, even if we're annoyed, angry with each other. Like, alright, cool, you're annoying me, but here's your breakfast. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That's like a deep love that is like, even when I'm angry, I still love you. But the actual like feeling of it, like when it comes down to it, it's just not enough.
For sure. The feeling of love definitely
you
isn't
need
enough.
that respect with each other, and I feel like that's what that is. That's when like you have that genuine like deep rooted care, respect, and like wanting better for that person, even though you're angry with them. Like, because I can be angry, but I'm still gonna like do what you've asked me to, like, because like I know that that's gonna help your day. But just don't speak to me. But I'm gonna do it
100%.
because like I still have that like internal love for you. But right now, that like head over heels looking at you, and I just want to like love you so much is not there right now.
I feel like it relates to like the biblical kind of love, like love being patient, being kind, not being.
1 Corinthians 13.
Like, because I can love you so much, but if you've pissed me off, I'm not gonna wanna like do anything for you. But it's like, but that love goes deeper than you irritating me. Like I love you still. I loved you before we argued. I'm gonna love you after.
I'm gonna do it for you because of that. But just give me 5 minutes.
That's my thing though. As long as I have a bit of space.
As long as I have my space,
I'm good.
But
not
the
that I
thing
know
is, like,
that.
I feel like I'm really weird. I want space, but I don't want space.
Yo, this is every girl. I feel like this is every
because,
girl.
like, when I get into an argument, it's like I need space to like really get over it.
Yeah.
Where is the message?
See what I mean?
Because if you're not messaging me, and this is a constant issue, if you're not messaging me, is it that you're not aware I'm angry? So do I need to do more to show you?
But you know the ones there where it's like, just let her cool off. Do you know what I mean? Like, because if I continue to message now and you're airing us and what?
Do you know, it's because like, you know, there's a pressure point. Like there's a point. I feel like there's a point. There's a level that the girl wants just so like, listen, I care enough so that like I want you to like, I care enough so I'm trying to make amends, but I don't want to be too forceful that you're now like, listen,
so you get what I'm trying to say? Because
so
like,
it's finding that
you know the ones that even when you're sending like, because for your example, even if like he's saying this to you, are you still gonna give him like the full stop?
Okay, yeah.
Do you see what I mean, fam? Like, that's what I'm saying. So I'm even thinking you're still angry. I'm not even making it better. Like,
but it's like it's so complicated because like, yes, I am gonna still be blunt, but that's because I'm angry. Like, I'm allowed to be angry, but you need to fight for me. Like, you need to come with energy.
No, I hear.
You need to come with energy. You've done something wrong. You need to.
For sure, but like,
but surely there's self-respect comes into the
because
equation.
my thing is like, we're not like 100. you're not my kid either. Do you get what I'm saying? So I shouldn't be like, Bella, sorry. Like I should be like, alright, cool, like apologies, whatever. And I'm not saying it that directly. I'm just saying it as I'm talking in it. And you obviously add something, okay, cool, whatever. But it shouldn't be a thing where like the person has to be bare. Like,
begging you.
No, don't beg me. That's disgusting.
You guys gonna say like,
don't beg me.
man's outside the boombox thing.
My thing is like, how do you know that? So let's say I'm angry, right?
Yeah.
And I've decided to take my space.
Yeah.
How do you know that sending like a, hey, like I know you're angry, but just know that I love you isn't gonna like make me smile? Like now I'm like over it, and like now I'm happy again. Like you have to like, you don't just leave me alone. It's balance.
Do you know it's about like, I can't lie, you just have to.
You have to know your person.
I was literally about to say, because the thing is, certain girls like, ew.
You have to know your person.
If I see ew, I knew I should have sent it from my truth. Trying to say, bro, I sent it, bro. I don't even know why I sent it, bro.
It's a
like,
prank.
What's wrong with me?
Bro,
Like,
it's a prank. Now you're actually having a conversation.
in your
bro.
Like, you're looking at it, you're thinking like, where's my respect?
Bro,
Like,
literally like, nah.
you have to know your person, 100%.
Literally,
You know your
fam.
person really well. But I think my issue is when you get like married and
Yeah.
you're arguing and we're in each other's space. Where does one go? How do we
Where
solve?
do I go?
Would you man tell your husband to sleep downstairs?
What
I
to
think no to make that decision. I won't tell you to.
Nah,
I think-
I'm sleeping in my bed.
This is what I'm saying.
No, you're not.
My bed.
Let's solve it
No,
before
no,
we
you're
go
not.
to bed.
You're not sleeping.
God
You're
almighty.
not sleeping in your
Don't go
bed.
to bed. How can we go to bed on bad terms?
For sure. But
I'm not gonna lie.
I am not sleeping anywhere but more bed, mate. More bed. My queen bed. Memory foam pillow. Please.
But you've done something wrong though.
No. So that means that we're gonna sort it out before we go to bed.
Yeah.
And if we
What
can't,
if we can't?
then we'll sleep and we'll wake up and we'll talk about it then
I
and
don't
there.
want you in the bed.
But why though? Is it no? But what if you're just in the bed but separate?
No, because
You're still
there's no
there.
separate like.
Yeah,
once
it's
I
like,
turn
I'm
around, I'm gonna
thinking about
touch
your
you.
heat.
If anything, go downstairs and just build like a pillow wall. Do you know what I mean? There, where it's like,
when you're married, there's nowhere for you to go. So
space.
that
Nowhere to
that
run.
marital bed like is where you're connected the most.
Yeah.
You even need to just have some space. Like,
nah, you need to be, because you never know.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see.
Not even to get a thing, but you never know. Even in the morning,
I
you
don't
might say you might make up small. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You're
fam,
even inappropriate.
that's not gonna happen if you're downstairs. Feel me?
I feel like, especially if I have children, I would very much try and avoid him seeing
100%.
because I don't want my kids to see. Oh,
Yeah.
it's daddy.
That's downstairs.
Daddy's in the
Yeah,
That is
now-
downstairs.
Now they know.
Now they know
when I'm
what-
watching football late at night, bro, I'm
And
upstairs.
When you argue, the way to like sort out is to like send someone like on
And
the
that's
way.
not
Like,
Do you
what
know
they're
we're
not
gonna
seeing
your
the
children
resolution.
shouldn't see any form of like
feel like-
conflict between the parents?
I think they need to see.
The resolution.
Thank you.
Come on.
It says cats on
That's
fire.
exactly what I was going to say because studies have shown that.
Mm-hmm.
Go there.
Tell me that study.
Skin up.
Please.
Skin up.
Say, good.
Skin up.
Yeah.
What did my psychologist know about that one, man? Don't play with me.
Okay for children to grow up in a house of conflict as long as they are exposed to resolution.
Yeah.
So my children will know that when you love someone, it's not always going to be roses.
Yeah.
Like we are going to argue, but now watch how you resolve.
Yeah.
Like,
So
take
important.
it with you into your own relationship with your siblings, with your friendships, and
Siblings,
that's how you deal with it.
Would you mind do?
Really good. Really fun. In my system,
Would you mind do like PDA though in front of your kids?
Yes. Yes.
Because I remember, I think I had this conversation with you man time ago. Like in the crib in 2-4, because I remember saying that like like really and truly like how many have you man seen like your parents' lips before?
Yes.
I think I've seen that
Better than me.
twice.
In my
I'm
life,
22 this year.
Twice.
No,
Twice.
once, and we asked it for a picture. That's it.
Swear that.
One of fours of a picture of her birthday, but yeah,
That's
anything
it.
else.
No.
Like I just ain't seen it
Can't even
still.
say too much
What I'll
today,
say is
Because what?
I think
People are gonna see this.
that part. I feel like when I have kids, yeah, they're gonna see PDA, kissing, hugging, all of that. Not anything too extreme. No kissing that's getting too heated. None of that. That's
Yeah, no,
that's-
let's
but
leave it.
That's a bit
pecks, hugs, 100%. Because
Yeah.
I love your dad.
Even holding hands, like even
holding
holding hands, I
hands,
think
all of
I ain't
that,
seen
all
that
of
still.
it, all of it. I'm gonna
Bum
be doing that.
squeeze.
Excuse me, mama. Hello.
That's
In front of
crazy
the
as hell.
children.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Yeah, like,
No,
no, but I
no,
slide here, though.
You still
I slide here. I
got
wouldn't
still got
do
it.
that. You still got that
No, my first thing
fire.
has to be a certain age.
Yeah. Has to be a certain age. Has to be a certain age. Has to be a
You get
certain
two
age.
and then I start doing that at school.
I like. Say your son slapped 4 girls in the
That's what
bum.
daddy does.
Yo.
No, he
They
doesn't.
don't say what? Like, nah.
When they start hearing, daddy said I'm going to mummies.
Hey. You say what?
That escalated quickly. When kids have no filters on, running their mouth.
You take it there.
You said it, Dad. You said it.
No, that's how truthful kids are though.
100%.
Filming right now.
100%.
Sam, you took it there. I won't lie.
But yeah,
Can we see
anyway.
those dilemmas, please?
I was literally about to say still.
Why are you
Listen,
doing that? Let me just.
listen, appreciate everyone that sent in something. If you haven't
got-
sent in
got
something,
loads,
send it in
got
for the
loads.
next one. We're gonna try and answer as many as possible. I was even gonna call this one like the evolution of like us still changing, innit? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
basically is, innit?
Pretty much.
Probably got time for like one though.
We'll just try to go through it quickly. innit?
Yeah. Just
No,
roll
I picked
through
the one
as
that I
many
saw
as
that's a
possible.
bit cool. So I think someone said that I've been speaking to this guy for 4 months and he still hasn't asked me to be his Valentine. When is the latest time I should wait for him to ask? And if he doesn't, does that mean he doesn't like
Can I just like?
You said time ticket, boy.
What's the date today?
As in Valentine's time is going. That's what he means. Like,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It's
because
going.
I can't lie.
But
Probably got till like Friday.
Yeah,
Friday.
facts.
So like,
Is that
wait.
me?
So wait, repeat the end of it. That
It's
how
not
long should she
freshly
wait
dating,
until
yeah, most
he asks her
When is the latest time I should wait for him to ask? And if he doesn't, does that mean he doesn't like me?
to be
If
her
he doesn't ask you
Valentine?
to be his Valentine,
But that's
I
what
can't
I'm
like too late still.
It's asking to be Valentine's.
What's the date
actual
today?
thing.
It's too late.
Yeah,
Today's
I
the
think-
third.
No, that's a bit.
It's like it's
No,
like,
it's too late.
Unless
Maybe a
you've
week.
already
No, yeah.
established that you're doing something for the Valentines.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
by now
cool.
Will you
probably
be my
should've-
Valentine?
you probably
4 months,
should've
yeah,
initiated
yeah. Yeah,
something.
but like,
Also,
let's
what
do
someone said
something,
about,
yeah.
Are we gonna do something together?
not like will you be?
Oh, so maybe like her,
Oh,
maybe so
okay,
like maybe
she
her asking him like,
No,
are
she
we
should
going
ask.
out? Sort of
Maybe
thing.
she's
Okay,
No,
okay,
but
yeah,
let's keep it real though.
Don't ask
Let's
him
keep it
anything.
real, man.
Don't ask him
If you're talking to a girl and after 4 months, you still ain't planned to take her nowhere.
Facts.
Well,
What's
you know what's
the- let me
coming.
even
By
see,
this
what's
point, the
the-
3rd of February, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, he's got like. ooh.
No, it's too late, bro. If you're trying to do something that's Gara,
A week
by the
before.
3rd,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
you
bit-
would
Yeah,
have
I'm
I'm not
saying.
gonna lie, it's actually
unless it's a surprise thing.
And do you know?
But even then, like, because you would have definitely said something like, at least
Keep
like,
this date
have this
free.
date.
Facts, like,
or like
block out that
find
day.
this outfit.
100%.
But if he
I
said
wouldn't- I
nothing,
wouldn't
he don't want to
wait
do
anymore.
nothing.
But I wouldn't keep your hopes up.
And
but-
do you know what it is?
same.
I think like I feel like a lot of what girls want as well. Like sometimes you just want to know that like regardless of where you are in the relationship, you still want to be like chased after. Do you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Wouldn't be wanted,
So like,
absolutely.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you want to be 2 years deep, 3 years deep, 4 years deep. You still want to be courted. Basically. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, fam, 4 months in and, bruv, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
still
saying?
ain't starting.
One of the like.
Yeah,
one of the
it's
things that I've
almost
clocked is
6.
Yeah.
the worst thing to kind of like creep into a relationship is complacency, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
So it's like, fam,
Absolutely.
you can't be complacent. This like
Yeah,
like this,
well,
and
I still want to
100%.
be moved to.
do you get what I'm saying? Like, no, and a lot of
But no, 4 months. 4 months is even.
4 months is
You should still be. It's very early. It's very
Four months
early.
is definitely still the honeymoon period.
Mad
You still
early.
get
Yeah,
excited
yeah,
about the
mad
text
early.
message. I wouldn't wait anymore, personally.
Yeah.
So what? She should be accepting Valentine's for other men.
110%.
100%.
No, yeah.
What exactly
Yes,
is she
she
waiting
should.
for?
Waiting for this man
Actually,
Wait for the guy, man. He's coming in. You know, it's
I
if you
will
listen to the
wait
show,
for
just shout us as well. We'll tell him to
Or
even
maybe
inform you.
it's possible that maybe he's like underestimating how seriously like some girls take it in terms
That's
of
true
like,
as well.
True.
preparation. Because like if you're a kind of girl that really goes in,
Yeah.
you would want to have booked your hair by now.
But surely you would know by
You
now.
would
knows
want
by
to
now.
It's true,
look
it's
your
true.
Four you would know.
Look your outfit by now. But that's what I'm saying. Maybe he's underestimating the preparation period, and he's like
Big
just
man
not
to
sure.
pattern,
But
bro.
I personally
Prep.
Hey, fam, booked out, lads. So booked out the rest of February.
You get what I'm saying?
Brother.
So it's just like, bro, like, is it is, but yeah, what we were saying, like, yeah, I can't like,
Yeah, it's probably yeah. I
Leave
say,
it.
give him the weekend. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Give him a couple more days.
Maybe working
Give him a
days.
couple more
are-
days.
girl to girl.
Girl to girl, leave
I
it.
would
Bro,
leave.
if it's
Yeah,
not,
there's not
If
much
it's not
hope,
by
but
the
give a
end
couple more
of,
days.
end of this week, then you just know that you need to
Yeah,
carry
facts,
on
facts.
like
So
that.
don't worry, give him till Sunday. The Lord will speak.
There's
to
more,
you.
man.
In Jesus'
Don't
name.
worry, man.
Any more?
Someone said thoughts on if he wanted to, he would.
If he wanted to, he would
It's a
then.
fact.
do you know it's
It's a fact.
It's a
It's
fact.
real still. Sorry,
it.
it's real.
I'll be
Point
honest.
period.
Sometimes you, I used to, I do agree with it, but sometimes it's like, if he knew,
Thank you. I was about to say. I was about to say.
What do you
fam.
mean if he
like,
knew?
there's some things like, let's say for example, like, you know how there's this whole thing of like a woman shouldn't the man should always walk by the curbside of the road and
Yeah.
the woman
Oh,
should walk
yeah,
inside.
fair enough.
Not every guy knows that.
Yeah,
and
that's
some of my boys didn't
yeah.
know that until we had conversations
That's
about
so-
it.
that's
But
so-
it's like that's small, yeah. But if I would, like, let's say for example, I didn't know, I would want to do that, but I
Yeah.
didn't know to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I now can't do that. So it's now
Yeah.
like if I knew and I didn't do it, that's where if he wanted to, he would
Yeah.
come into
Yeah.
play. But if I didn't know, you can't necessarily say if I wanted to, I would, because that's not commonality to me. And
Yeah.
it's kind of like sometimes it's like, okay, did you know that this is what goes on? Okay, no, you didn't know. Okay, now you know.
But what's a different example to just walking along?
So like, because my thing is, for example, yeah, even if look at the two things you mentioned, or rather what you mentioned, yeah. So one, you might not know because, to your point, he might not have had a father figure to show, oh, this how you treat a lady, this how you do this, how you do that. So if I didn't see that, oh, okay, cool, this is what my mum likes, this is how my dad does it, okay, cool. Like for the girl, all her girls get roses on thing, but he didn't know that flowers is that deep. Like he thinks he can just get you chocolates or whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? So something small like that. Or two, for example, he might not know you to the extent, oh, okay, cool, this is what she wants. So if I don't know both things, I don't know what the heck's going on out here. Fam.
Yeah, I feel
Like,
like sometimes with the if he wants to, girls say it in a way where it's just like, oh, like everyone has to be doing.
do you get it?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
one thing I've learned is like what I like may not be the same as another girl. So, for example, I do not like receiving flowers.
Is
I've
it?
said, not at all. And I've said this to him, like,
You don't like, as in, why? It smell, or you just don't care about
I
it?
think it's just like the most pointless thing ever. Like, I want
Money saved.
food. Like, I want to know ordered food, or like, I don't know. Like, I just don't see the thrill. Obviously, like, if you get me flowers, like, thank you.
But what if, what's it called? Yeah, let's say all your girls have gone like roses, then like he gets you food and
Like the
everyone's got
50,
roses.
you know the 50,
Like,
the 50
the mad one.
Everyone's doing that picture with
So
them.
what you want to go like raw? Like,
You'd appreciate it more because he knows you.
That's what I'm saying. Genuinely,
It's alright. You know, it's okay.
I don't see the thrill
Sometimes
of
I
it.
can't like listen. Man, then please. Sometimes you just gotta shoot that shot with safety in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be the brazy 50 roses flower.
Just in case. Because at least we say, I don't really feel it. At
Actually,
least
come on the GC, fam. Be careful, man.
I think they're nice to receive, but what I'm saying is like when people snap, like if he wanted to, he would. I feel like that puts a lot of pressure on boys to think that I have to be doing this, like otherwise she's not going to think that I like her. But really, like if your girl actually like know your person, 100%. If she actually doesn't like value these things, it doesn't matter. Like don't internalize that. Like
it's very unhealthy. Like when it's like, oh, Hakkasan, if you wanted to, you would. But it's like
I don't want that. Like
you
might want to, but
I don't want it.
Before you spend that money, my love,
let me just tell you,
I don't want that.
But in theory, that's you're correct in theory. But like, there's not everyone's like that. Peer pressure.
It's just about.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just not your person.
It's about having a conversation.
Yeah.
If he wanted to, he would. Comes after. He knows
what you like.
Exactly.
So after that point, I think then it's like, alright, cool, fair enough, you can take it.
Once you know what I value and what I appreciate, let's start seeing it.
No, but the reason I say that is because you can say that in it, but like, how do I put it? When your friends and I'll tell you, oh man, just watch the movie at home and we went all hacker, we went all. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so that won't get to you basically.
No, because like it shouldn't.
Don't answer for it if yes or no.
Like, I feel like I've been in that position. Like with Valentine's Day, everyone's like, there was like 1 year. And they were like, oh, what did you do? And I said, oh, we just stayed home and chilled. And like the responses that I was getting was like, oh, is that it? But that's what we like.
Please.
God bless you.
Like,
God bless you.
And I don't want to sound like a pick me, and it's just like, I'm just choosing to be genuinely.
That's your preference, though.
It's just life. Like not everyone
you
wants
like
to like, find an outfit and like go out all the time, but like. It's nice. Not denying that, but it's not every relationship is the same. Like I saw something on Twitter and they were like, oh, like if your relationship is just staying at home watching movies, that's not a relationship. You're going to your friend's house. Like, why is he not taking?
Come on now.
Like, why is he not taking you on dates?
Come on.
See, that's what I said. Not everyone's like that. That's what I'm saying.
Everyone wants that. So like, it's just so much pressure. Like,
and I guess it's good to switch up. Like, if you went out last year, sometimes like, cool, let's do a little quiet one. Do you know what I mean?
And it's, do you know what it is like. You got to take that kind of statement with a pinch of salt because if you're going to your friend's house, that's kind of a good thing because the whole point is like being in a relationship with your best friend. Right? So it's like, listen, bro, like this is someone who I can bake off with myself. It can't like this isn't just someone I go out on dates with, but it's like if we're sitting down, we literally sometimes we don't need to have the TV on, or the TV can just be background, but we're actually just chopping it up about life.
And
bro, that's
and
what it's about.
Going on dates is lovely, and again, like I love going on dates, of course, but there's like an intimacy when it comes to just like being at home, with, like,
chilling,
your person, like just chilling, like watching a movie, like just like just talking, like like with the lights dim, like, and it's with friendships as well.
We did lights dim.
I remember me, Mayowa, and Bolu. We were in Bolu's house once because it happens with friendships as well, and I was saying, oh guys, like. As close as we are, we don't go out enough. And they were just like, yeah, but look what we're doing right now. And we were just literally like in Bolu's room, like just talking. And it was just that felt like so like close and like just being in each other's space. So it's actually like not always about going out. Sometimes like just spending the night with someone or like just the day with someone can be really nice as well.
I also feel like sorry, go on. Sorry.
I'm just talking.
No, you're not. You're not. I was just gonna say that I feel like it's so unhealthy to compare your relationship to other people's and say, oh, this person got this, so I should get this. It's not about what other people want. It's about what you like. And if your partner's meeting those needs, let's leave it out. Also, I feel like with the if you wanted to, you would, just to flip perspective in terms of if he wanted to be in a relationship with you, he would. And what I'll say is, I feel like sometimes there's this question of, oh, does he want to be in a relationship with me? Does he like want me? And then some people say, oh, if he wanted to, he would. And I agree with that bit because it's like, sometimes men say, "Oh yeah, I'm not ready for a relationship," and no, he's not ready for a relationship with you. That
That's
bit
real
is,
still.
and that bit is always silent. And I feel like whenever I read that like quote or whatever, it's so true.
Yeah.
It's so, because if someone is ready for you and wants you and is ready to commit to you, they would have done it. That's it.
There will be no
Men know what they want.
They know
because we
they know what they want
Arsenal.
when they see it.
What's the football?
Like,
anyways,
like,
can't lie,
People ask me silly questions like, would I ever tell a boy I like him? No, I wouldn't. Why would I do that?
Really?
Because
What?
if he wanted to tell me he liked
Facts.
me, you
Yeah,
tell
no,
me.
yeah, she
I
should
can't
have
lie,
done that.
that's a bigger debate we don't even have time for still. So let's just get let's get like two quick
more,
fire
yeah.
ones. And we'll wrap
Cool.
it up.
I like you.
Somebody said, "How much does your partner's looks matter to you?" How much?
I haven't
Well,
had a discourse on this, but
I'll say, well,
we even have time.
let me just quickly add my 2 pence in this. So, okay, how am I going to explain this? So, okay, let me not be offensive.
Yeah, it matters. It matters. It
So,
matters.
in the past, I have, how does one put this? Smile, help me. Explored different looks, overlooked looks because I'm, yeah. And so being explored both sides, now being on the better side, thank you, Jesus. I will say that it is important.
It is, man. Come on, man.
It's what gets you through the door. That's what gets you through the door. Everything else, like, it can't be the
Let's not
only
lie,
thing
let's be real,
unless
man.
kabash. But if everything else is there and the looks are there, to God be the glory. God be the glory. Things He has done. Please, one more.
Why would you want your partner to be ugly? I don't get it.
I'm trying to find a
To be fair,
it's
you
about
guys have this medium ugly thing as well.
Yeah, been there, never going back.
We don't have time for
Never
this.
go back.
Alright, cool.
Last one for now. Would it put you off if someone has never had a relationship before? E.g.
No.
at 22 or 23?
No.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends. I don't think I'd have a huge problem with it, but I just need to know because I just want to know why I hadn't gone that far because I'm sure he's probably spoken to people. So it's like, why
hasn't?
Were you? Because if you were the problem, then that's a different to get.
long enough?
Yeah,
But
that's
I
a
don't
good
think
question. That's a good question to have, though.
To answer the question directly, for me, it wouldn't be a turn off. No, it wouldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. But it's just, I feel like it's just about observing like what they like, how they kind of handle certain situations.
Yeah.
And
That's what I'm
because
going to
it's just
say.
like,
if that's the reason I'm not with someone.
If you
then
keep saying,
with
"Oh,
that.
sorry, I did this. I haven't been in a relationship
Yeah.
before," you're gonna start making me sad. Like you even need to leave.
Kill me.
Why you keep reminding me about that? Like
really bad.
I like it when like, even though you haven't been in a relationship before, you still move with like fake experience, like fake knowledge. Like, don't let me feel that.
Yeah.
Be a leader and let's go. Like
go.
don't.
let's go. You know, I think she was that fairy tale. Listen, no, we're going in.
100% still.
Leave.